Oh. 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 Sorry about that. No, sorry about that, guys. I just got done watching Sony's E3 conference. And I'm pretty sure you guys know my thoughts on it already from the introduction to that video. But before I get started into all this, first let me say that it was in no way a bad conference. You know, it wasn't bad. It was good, and you know, you definitely can't get any worse than Microsoft. But Jesus, that was a bore fest. And I don't see how any of you constantly sit there and say Sony won E3, especially when Nintendo hasn't even done their conference yet. That was one boring conference. And if BBC comes out and it says this, okay, that's how you know something is wrong. Because the man, before the conference started, the man put the video, let's watch Sony's destruction together. And then it happens and he puts up a video talking about it was boring. If one of the biggest Sony supporters on YouTube could admit it, then you guys sure as heck can. I mean, guys, come on. That was a boring conference. Now, it had great content. You know, it had really great content. But none of it was surprising. None of it was amazing. Nothing took me off guard. It was just boring. E3 is supposed to be for exciting announcements. It's supposed to be surprises, shock and awe. None of that was there in this conference. They started off with Uncharted 3. We knew that was going to happen, which that game looked good, by the way. They showed Resistance 3 demo, which I think was pretty terrible. I'm not talking about Resistance 3. That's going to be an awesome game. I'm saying the actual demo they showed, I think they could have showed a better demo. You see what I'm saying? God of War, you know, PSP and Shadow of the Colossus remastered. That was leaked in May. Well, not leaked, announced, whatever. We knew that was coming in May. The 3D display. You know, that was the only thing that took me off guard at the conference. The fact that Sony is offering a 3 HD TV, you know, with the glasses and the Resistance 3 bundle, $4.99. That was really good, and I like how Sony is pushing 3D. It's like Sony and Nintendo are like, what's the word? Unintentionally, you know, helping each other, you know, and pushing 3D. It's kind of cool. NBA 2K12 demo. They got Kobe on stage. That was pretty cool. Medieval moves. Yeah, Sony still refuses to push the move. They still refuse. You guys keep on talking about how the move is better, yet there's no games for it. All it is games that support it, but there's not that many games out there that are built around the move. Wait, where's that game at? Where's that game? Where's PlayStation 3's Red Steel 2? Where is the move's first-person sword fighting game? And this is a really great game, by the way. If you guys haven't played this, I definitely recommend it. Where is Red Steel 2 for the PS3? Where is it for the move? I don't mean to be conceited, but like, usually when I predict something, it happens. Because you guys remember that move video I did way back, I said it's going to come out, but it's not going to be the same experience because they're not going to have the same games. Move is out. What I said is true. The move is slightly better, but the Wii has better games for motion control. You see what I'm saying? Where is the move game, Sony? You're just putting out games that support move, but there's no games. There's hardly anything out there that's built for move, built around move. Heroes on the Move came out. That was built around it, but it sucked. And then, you know, medieval moves and, you know, and sorcery, you know, those look good and all, but they look like tech demos. You see what I'm saying? They're games that you'll be doing the same thing like throughout the whole game. And I know I really can't say that because it's just based off the demo, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just they just look like tech demos, extended tech demos that just turn into full games. You see what I'm saying? You know, Infamous 2 move support. Okay, Infamous 2 trailer, knew that was coming. Little Big Planet 2, improved move functionality. Here we go, just slapping move onto more games. But this will make it easier to create levels on Little Big Planet 2, so that's good. Starhawk. That was revealed in May. Not only was it announced that it was going to be a E3 in May, but we got footage in May, and we got details in May. We got single player details, we got multiplayer details, multiplayer footage, all in May. Thanks for ruining the surprise, Sony. Sly Cooper 4. That's a new game, but we knew it was coming. I predicted that in my predictions video. Dust, exclusive shooter that links with EVE Online. Really can't say much about that because it's God. Enough of these shooters. Like, I'm honestly tired of shooters. Like, I really am. I don't even. I shouldn't, like, when I look back at it, like, I don't even play Conduit 2 anymore because I'm just tired. I'm just tired of shooters. I just really am. And you know, that game, we really didn't see enough to really judge it. But you know, I'm not gonna say it looks terrible or anything. But to me, it's just another shooter. You know, Bioshock Infinite on NGP. You know, that's great. But you know, I'm not gonna say we all saw that coming. But you know, the fact that the NGP, you know, they had Metal Gear Solid 4 running on that thing. I'm not surprised that Bioshock Infinite is being put on it. You see what I'm saying? Exclusive Saints Row content. Okay. Star Trek game actually looked pretty good. Visually, it reminded me of Mass Effect, which is, you know, a good thing. Looks pretty good. I think it's gonna be good for what it is. Exclusive EA deals. You know, there's nothing wrong with exclusive deals. You know, time DLC and exclusive content. But you know, that's all multi-platform stuff. And to me, you know, there just should have been more. I'm not gonna say more exclusive things. So you know, they had exclusive games, but like the multi-platform things actually outweigh the exclusives this year at E3. Well, I'm combining both the conferences together. You see what I'm saying? Where am I at? PlayStation Suite. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Like they're not bad announcements. They're just things are just like, okay, you know, meh. Basically, that sums up the whole conference. Meh. It's pretty much all it is. The Vita. I thought there was gonna be some grand reveal. There was like there was nothing. Nothing has me excited for that. And what struck me, like just dumbfounded, is how they have cross game chat on the Vita, but not on the PS3. How does that work? How does that happen? Sony, what are you doing? You have cross game chat on the Vita, but you don't have it on the PlayStation 3. What the heck? But like I said, they showed the games they showed on the PS Vita. We knew were coming. Were you guys surprised by any of those games? No. There was nothing surprising. The Uncharted game, it looks good, and I know it's not mandatory, but I'm just going to comment on the touch controls here. The touch controls, they take more time to play the game. If you guys were looking at the guy's hands, like he had to like stretch his thumb like over to the other side of the screen and stuff. See, like it's like the tapping takes like more time than it'll take just for, you know, a direction on the analog stick and a press of a button. You see what I'm saying? But that game looks good. Can't wait to play it. And of course, it's gonna be good. It's an Uncharted game. Modern Nation Racers NGP. Whoa! Didn't see that coming. You know, it's like it's just disappointment. But the map editing, that was really cool though, because it was really cool how the guy was basically able to make a track in like 5 seconds. You know, just draw his finger for the track, and then he's able to use the touch panel on the back to do mountains and stuff, and then touchscreen on the front for depressions. You know, that's really cool. Little Big Planet NGP. Didn't see that coming. But that did look good. That was really fun. And I actually think the Little Big Planet, the NGP Little Big Planet will be the superior, like the best one, because it'll be easier to, you know, create levels with the touchscreen controls. You see what I'm saying? Because you can just, you know, tap stuff in there, draw stuff real fast. You know, I think that's gonna be the superior, you know, Little Big Planet experience. Now, here's what was probably the highlight of the conference, and that was the NGP's price, $250 for the Wi-Fi version, and that was a really big kick in the balls, of Nintendo. Like this, Sony, they took their leg back as far as they could, and they just unleashed it on Nintendo's balls, because the fact that the NGP is $250 and 3DS is $250, that pretty much tells us that we're overpaying for the 3DS. Because if they're able to put a quad core, processor and all this other tech into the NGP instead of for $250, and then when you look at the 3DS, 3DS is it's strong. It's strong hardware, and it could do some good looking games like Resident Evil Revelations. If you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. But that was a really good move on Sony's part. And I'm glad they really nailed the price, and that was the highlight of the conference. And then the 3D version is going to be $300. That's well priced as well. And AT&T partnership stuff, Nintendo's doing the same thing with that. But like I said, there was really nothing exciting about the PS Vita. There was nothing exciting. And that's exactly what I said in those videos I did a long time ago, guys. There's going to be exciting to play these, multiplats, 360 PS3 multiplats on the NGP, but that's pretty much it. It's like the graphics are like pretty much the only thing I see it has going for it. It's just, it's a repeat of last generation with the handhelds. 3DS, PSP2, Vita, it's just a repeat. The PSP gave us console graphics at that time. Everybody's like, whoa, it came out, didn't meet their expectations, and I think the PSP is going to be the same way. But I'm going to get it, I'm going to enjoy it, because I'm not a fanboy. I buy the other systems, I enjoy them, I don't bash them, I just give my opinions on them. I enjoy them, I play them. I can't wait to get the Monster Hunter game on there, because of course there's going to be a Monster Hunter game put on there. And, the people in Japan going to eat it up, stuff. But, Cole and Street Fighter versus Tekken, X Tekken. At first I was like, whoa, that's cool. But when I actually saw it, I was like, he does not fit in a fighting game like that. You see what I'm saying? But, like I said, of course, it can't be worse than Microsoft's conference. I give Microsoft's conference a D. I give Sony's a C. Maybe a C plus, maybe, but lean more towards a C. Good content, but expected content, predictable. Just I wouldn't say lackluster, but just boring. E3 is all about reveals, excitement. They didn't even announce any new games. They announced Sly Cooper 4 for the PS3, and Dust, and Star Trek, and that was it. I might be missing one or two, but I wrote down everything as I was watching the conference. I'm only seeing 3 titles, one of which we knew what was coming. So there was that. How much time do I have left in this video? Oh man, 13 minutes. Guys, I think we can all agree that was a boring conference. And if you really think that Sony has won, well, how can I put this? You're a fanboy. You're a Sony fanboy who can't admit anything. That conference can be summed up by a yawn. It's boring. I even walked away for a while. I went downstairs, started watching some SpongeBob for a couple of minutes. Got something to drink and stuff. At least Microsoft's conference brought me entertainment. It made me laugh. But, Sony's conference was, boring. Microsoft had at least had excitement, because it was funny, with all the... That's it for this video. Nintendo is going to drop the bomb. Nintendo is going to destroy. Nintendo is going to own E3. It's going to have 4 systems there. Going to be announcing games for all 4 systems. New system, Project Cafe. They are going to have the best conference. Nintendo, please save E3 because Sony and Microsoft are just not cutting it. Thank you. Well, the camera turned off. My camera's not turned